Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett with your host, Audrey Bell-Kearney, where we keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. Tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Audrey dives into the latest strategies and tools to help you leverage AI to grow your local business. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just curious about the future of business, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to innovate, elevate, and dominate in Gwinnett County and beyond.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land, all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. A little overcast today, 49 degrees, going up to a high of 64, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. I am. It's so crazy though, because when I get into when I get into research mode, I lose time. I lose track of time. And I am working on a project that I've been researching and I have lost all track of time. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be late, but I'm not late. So I'm here with you guys. Today I want to talk about AI. I really want to talk about understanding like the AI wars that's going on right now. Like there is a war in AI because everybody wants to be the front runner. And I want people to understand a little bit about why that is. So, if you don't know what AI is, it stands for artificial intelligence. And what we have been seeing over the last 3 years almost is this domination that's taking place, and everybody's fighting to be number one. OpenAI came out with ChatGPT and late, well, to the public, because I think they were already working on. Well, I'm sure they were already working on it. They didn't just pop up one day and say, "Here it is." They have been working on it for some time, I'm sure, but they released it to the public late November 2022. Of course, I love that kind of stuff, so I instantly jumped on board because I'm like, this is great. And it, when I tell you the tools are amazing, it is. But they're more amazing because of the things that they can do in the future, things that have not even come out yet. But and we can see how smart they are right now. If you can go to Chat GPT and literally have a conversation with the AI, and they're talking to you about things that you need to get done, like literally like right now. That's where we are. That's how advanced we are. But there's a war right now. There's an AI war going on because everybody wants to be number one. And OpenAI came out the gate swinging, but then Claude came out by Anthropic. Then Amazon purchased them, and then Microsoft put a lot of money into OpenAI, became a partner, and then Google got Google DeepMind that's been around for a while. They got Gemini, you got Microsoft, you got Copilot that's kind of built on top of OpenAI. Then you got Meta, and here recently, you've probably heard all the rage about DeepSeek. Now, I want to back up for a second because I want to put this in perspective for you. So, DeepSeek is supposed to be better than OpenAI, right? And I was gonna go test it out, but then I saw somebody who said it kept crashing because everybody was using it. I was like, see, I don't have time for that. So that's a no for me right now. However, when they developed DeepSeek, which is a Chinese-based company, when they developed that, they use a I'm talking about a micro a micro a micro or micro factor of what it costs for us to do open AI. It cost them, so they did it with $6 million, y'all. DeepSeek, and it's supposed to be better than Open AI. Now, to put that in perspective, Open AI started as a nonprofit open source platform where everybody can get on there and do whatever, right? But it was so popular, today decided to turn it into a for-profit company. And but they have pumped in hundreds and hundreds, if not billions of dollars into open AI. And here comes DeepSeek, who pumped in 6 million. Now I know that somebody says 6 million is a lot of money. Well, it's not when you look at $1 billion into one company, and this company is supposed to be better than that company with $6 million. So I saw an interview with I don't know who he was, but he was in China, and he was talking about how in China they're able to think about this for a second. Let me just put this in perspective. So when I got married in 2003, right? And I'm kind of a cheapskate on some things. Let me tell you the things that I'm not a cheapskate on. I'm not a cheapskate on my business. I'm not a cheapskate on my family. I'm not a cheap. Everything else, I'm a cheapskate. So when I got ready to get married, I went to David Bridal, and I saw this dress, and the dress was like $1,200, right? And it was a pretty dress. I got a picture of my house somewhere with me wearing that dress. It was a pretty dress. I'm not gonna even lie, it was a pretty dress. But I was like, $1,200 for a dress I'm only gonna wear one time. So I was a little bit annoyed about that. I'm like, man, I'm only gonna wear that dress one time. one time, right? And it's not like I had to have like a Vera Wang or somebody. It was a dress that I was gonna wear one time, take off, and probably never wear again, which has been 20 something years, and I've never worn it again. So I decided to go to eBay because eBay was very popular at the time, especially when it came to buying things from China. And I'm gonna get back to why AI wars is important and what and understanding. But I gotta tell you the story about China first, so you can understand DeepSeek. So I go to eBay, and there's a company on eBay selling bridal gowns, right? And I go on and I found this gown. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful gown. I was like, that is a pretty gown, right? So I was like, I'm gonna order the gown. The gown was $186. A wedding dress. It was beautiful. $186. And the gown came in the mail, and it was in a box, y'all. Seriously, a little bit bigger. Okay, so take a shoe box, right? And widen the shoe box out just a little bit on both sides to make a perfect square. My dress came in that box, and I was like, oh my God, this cannot be my dress. Cannot be my dress. They had folded that dress up so tight and shrink wrapped it so tight till it fit inside of this little box. If you took a shoe box and you widened it out a little bit on the side and then you squished it up and made it a complete square, that was the size of the box. And I panicked, like, oh my God. When I got the dress out the box, it was beautiful. Beautiful. $186. Now, I'm not very top heavy, so I had to take it to the cleaner so they can alter it so it'll fit the top. They had to let the sides out a little bit because it was a little too snug for me, and then they had to tighten up the top because it was a little too big. So they made two alterations. I think I spent about $30. So in all, I spent about 200 and some dollars on the dress. Right? Said all that to say, the reason we have been going to China for so many years is because China has a way of doing things that is more that's least expensive than we do things. So let's get back around to AI. Open AI has pumped in, I believe, about $1 billion. And I remember listening to Sam Altman say he wanted to raise $1 trillion to expand it. Here comes DeepSeek. Let me back up. He said he wants to raise $1 trillion to expand OpenAI. 1 trillion with a T, right? They probably put in a billion, 1 billion with a B, if not at least hundreds and hundreds of millions, right? Here comes DeepSeek, and they spent $6 million to get theirs going. And people are saying how great it is. It's better than it was such a big deal till it crashed Nvidia's stock. The stock plummeted, right? Now, what China did was, and so I'm learning so much. I can tell you one thing about where we are politically right now is that it has given me pause to call so I can learn. I learned how people go into other. I learned when we go into other countries and take people down. I learned okay, so that's how that's done because I didn't know. I'm thinking we just going, and it's crazy because I watched. This will sound crazy, but I watched Designated Survivor, right? And I was like, how are they just gonna go in there and take somebody out of somebody's country, like just drop in? Well, the country has to say okay to that. So I'm learning as I go. So when it comes to who can do what, the United States is really a powerhouse. Like I really didn't understand how powerful we were until like this day and time right now. United States has told China you can only get so many chips to do your AI. Now they control the chips distribution. Check this out. They control the chips distribution. China can only get so many chips. So because they can't get the chips they need, it kind of stalls the production of what they're trying to do, right? So they won't become the leader in this space. China said, okay, so you don't wanna give us chips? Okay, we'll figure it out. So China has recycled old chips. China recycle old chips and parts and all these things to do the things they need to do. That's why they were able to do DeepSeek with $6 million versus $1 billion, and it's supposed to be better than OpenAI. Now let's put this in perspective. OpenAI is supposed to be better than everybody else. I'm just saying. So if DeepSeek is better than OpenAI, then it's better than everybody else in the space. Now, OpenAI is moving so rapidly until by the time I get to learn something about one thing, something else has come out. That's how fast it's moving. It is moving really fast. And these guys are in a war because everybody wants to be number one in this space because the number one company in this space runs the freaking world. Okay. That makes sense why our current president is putting in a half a trillion. They're committing a half a trillion dollars to AI. Half a trillion. Now, what I've learned is that AI uses a lot of energy and a lot of water. Now that's a little scary to me because I'm like, okay, a lot of energy and a lot of water, that's a little scary. So I personally am going to dig deep so I can understand AI even more about how it works and why it's important, what you need to know about open AI, about AI, so you can have it make informed decisions about things, so you don't get caught out there with your hands and your pants down, right? Because that's what has happened to so many people. They don't understand, and when they are listening to all of this rhetoric that's going on in the world, they make bad decisions because they think they're listening to the truth, and they're not. So I'm gonna when it as it pertains to AI, I'm gonna do my research to be a truth teller about AI, so you, the general public, can understand more, so you can make informed decisions. Now, I wanted to explain these wars because I felt like people they see. So let me give a prime example. So Microsoft invested in OpenAI and then they built Copilot on top of AI. Now, don't get it twisted. Microsoft has had AI for a long time. If you think about when you buy your computer, it used to have this thing called Cortana, right? Cortana was in the search engine at the bottom of your screen. So you could just go in there and type in something for Cortana to do, and Cortana, it was Cortana, Cortana would do it, right? So we've had AI. Apple has had AI. Apple is always at the end and the most difficult to get into stuff. But according to them, they make the best products, and I got Apple products. But AI has not just come around; it's just come around to the general public. It has always been there since like 1939. It's always been there. We, the general public, are just now finding out about it. And here's the thing: we still don't know, like the depth of how deep this thing goes, because we can see beautiful pictures and images, and we can make some videos, and I make music, but it's deeper and bigger than that. That's why there are so Elon. Oh, I forgot. What's his name? Grok. Grok. I forgot to put Grok in my little thing here. Um, Elon is pissed off because him and OpenAI have a battle because he started out, I think, as one of the founders in OpenAI, and he left. Now he has Grok. I forgot about Grok. I don't even because I'm not on X all that much. So they're battling back and forth in the public where people can see, because Elon is saying Sam ain't got the money. Sam said we got the money. Trump said we're gonna help y'all get the money. It's a mess, right? But it's because they want to be number one. And there's good reasons for that. And I'm going to go to a song and I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what some of those good reasons are, because it's always about the dollar bill, baby. Always. It's always about the dollar bill. Don't get it twisted. Don't think they just create all this amazing technology so that you can go in there and make some pictures and some beautiful memes and no, 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 create music. No, nope, nope. However, those are streams of income. We're gonna talk about it. I'm going to a song. I'll be back so I can help you understand why these wars are really happening and what does that mean for you and I. Because it means something, but I'm gonna tell you what it means in a second. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
Hmm. Lately you've been caught up in your mind, chasing all the what ifs, losing time, second guessing every step you take, wondering if your heart's about to break. But you were made for something greater. Gotta let go of the fear. Every dream is waiting for you, but you gotta make it clear. Leave doubt behind, let it fade away. Step into the light, don't be afraid. You were born to shine, it's your time to rise. Trust the fire burning deep inside. Every scar you carry made you strong. Every tear has played a part in your song. greater. Gotta let go of the fear. Every dream is waiting for you, but you gotta make it clear. Leave doubt behind, let it fade away. Step into the light, don't be afraid. You were born to shine, it's your time to rise. Trust the fire burning deep inside. Ooh, don't you know you're meant for more? There's a world outside that's waiting. Open up the door. You've been running from yourself too long. Now it's time to prove 'em wrong. Leave doubt behind, let it fade away. Step into the light, don't be afraid. You were born to shine, it's your time to rise. Trust the fire burning deep inside. Ooh, leave it all behind. Yeah, no more holding back this time. Step into your destiny. You're exactly where you're meant to be.
Welcome back. Leave your doubt behind, baby. Leave it behind. There's no room for doubt, not now. We don't have that capacity. We can't be doubting ourselves. We got to listen, you got to get your confidence. Let's put your confidence armor on because we got work to do. We got work. Got work, babe. I got a job. No, I got a business. It's like a job. All right. Anyway, welcome back. This is your girl, Audrey Bell-Kearney on Good Morning Gwinnett. Today I'm talking about the AI wars and why they're important. I was explaining before who do what and why it's important. So the key players right now in the AI wars are OpenAI, which makes Chat GPT, right? And Microsoft invested $10 billion into OpenAI, which is kind of, they wanted to be in the game. So OpenAI had already figured it out. And see, that's another thing. We need to look at these big companies and take lessons, right? Microsoft could have easily went and got a team of developers and said, "Hey, I want y'all to do the same thing." But guess what they did? They said, "Nope, they have already figured it out. It is already working. Let's make an investment. Let's get some shares." That's what we could do. We don't do stuff like that because everybody want to be the boss. Microsoft don't care about being the boss. They want part of the shares. So they invested $10 billion into OpenAI. Their focus is supposed to be on AI safety and responsible AI use. That's what Microsoft focus is supposed to be. So the other day, I think it was Monday, I'm in my Word document. I open up Word, and when I open up Word, Copilot popped up inside of the Word document. I was like, wait a minute. When has Copilot ever been inside of my Word doc? So now Microsoft has included Copilot in the package that I buy for them, which I use for emails and all of the suite of services that Microsoft offers. Now Copilot is included. So Copilot is just like OpenAI. Now I've tried it. I just like OpenAI better. But if I'm inside a Word and I'm doing something, I can literally tell Copilot to do it for me and drop it into the Word doc because it's inside of the screen, right? All right. So that's OpenAI. Google DeepMind has been around for a long time. Google DeepMind has been around for a long time. They created Gemini. Gemini was first called Bard, Bard. Then they changed the name to Gemini, and then AlphaGo. Now, I haven't really used Gemini yet. I used Bard when it first came out. I didn't like it. Um, and I think I'm just biased for real because I like OpenAI. I think OpenAI, for me, OpenAI is simple. The output is simple. I've tried Microsoft and Bard, and I don't know, I didn't like the out. Like, I felt like Bard gave me a little bit of the answer, and it's like, go find the rest. I didn't like that. So I didn't like them too much. Anyway, um, Google has a $300 billion AI ecosystem. 300 billion with a B. Echo. See, that's what I'm telling you. So listen to these numbers. Microsoft invested 10 billion into OpenAI, 10 billion with a B, right? Google has Google DeepMind, which was formerly Bard, which I've tried, and AlphaGo, and they also have something called, I think, God, what is they just came out with a bunch of new stuff. Anyway, Part of their ecosystem for AI is 300 billion with the B. These numbers are gonna make sense when we keep going. All right. Then you have Microsoft AI. Microsoft AI, it has like Office. I just told you about that. Teams. You got it partnered with Open AI for ChatGPT to use it. Azure cloud computing. It's all a part of that. And so their thing is they're competing against Google in search engine environments because Microsoft has Bing, right? So Microsoft is trying to compete with Google in the search space, but here's the crazy part. OpenAI just got search too. It's crazy. So you can literally not leave OpenAI and search for something right inside of OpenAI. So now Microsoft invested 10 billion into OpenAI. Their thing was focused on safety and responsibility, right? But on the flip side, they wanted to compete with Google for the search engine, for the search traffic, because both of them have search engines. There's Google and then there's Bing. Nobody talks about Bing very often, but there is a Bing, right? So that's why they're using it there. Then here comes Facebook AI. They created something called Llama, right? And I forgot about Llama too. I forgot all about Llama. I forgot about Grok and Llama. Grok, like it's hard to even say that. So they created Llama AI. It's an open source model similar to a- Open AI. They're focused on social media tools for AI for Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp because those are their platforms. They have invested billions into AI generated content and virtual reality. Billions with a B. There that word go again. Amazon comes along and they already have AI too because you got Alexa in your house. They've been listen, we've been talking to Alexa for a long time, so they're not new to the AI game. However, they wanted to be in the part of AI that OpenAI was in, so they purchased Anthropic so they can get access to Claude. They put in billions, right? So they have invested in AI for e-commerce, logistics, and cloud computers, competing in the AI personal assistant space. Now, when you see those chats, because see, listen, Alexa is a personal assistant. I love her. I be like, Alexa, find me this on the TV, and I just lay there and it just on my TV because I watch a lot of YouTube and it just finds it. Or I could say find a show and it's gonna find the show on the TV. Or I can go in to take a shower, so Alexa play this podcast and it'll play. As a matter of fact, if you go to Alexa right now and you say Alexa play the most recent episode of Good Morning Gwinnett, Alexa's gonna play it for you because guess what? Good Morning Gwinnett is on Alexa. So Amazon said we want to own the personal assistant space and cloud AI tools. So that's where they are, billions. Then here comes DeepSeek, right? It's a rising competitor in this space. They're focused on language models and deep learning, um, positioned to challenge OpenAI and Google in a large scale AI training and innovation. That's who they're trying. Because remember, Amazon just bought Claude and they're doing okay. But people love Claude. And I've tried Claude too. Claude give you, I don't know. I love it. I like a Open AI. I love ChatGPT. Um, so now DeepSeek comes along just last week. I don't know, was it this week? It came out and everybody lost their minds. They lost it because what is this DeepSeek thing? Why is it better than OpenAI? And they spent 6 million with an M, not 10 billion, not 300 billion, not 1 billion, not 100 million, 6 million with an M. And they are wreaking havoc in the tech space, in the AI tech space right now, and they spent $6 million. Now, what does that mean? Let's talk about who has market share, right? Right now, because Microsoft invested 10 billion into OpenAI, OpenAI has 35% of the market share. Now remember this, back in November 2022, probably all of 2023, OpenAI probably had 95% of the market share, right? But then Google's like, no, no, no. So Google is second, they got 30% of the market share. Then Meta came along, they got 15%. Amazon has 10%. DeepSeek has right now, they just came out the gate and they got 5%. Then you got Apple and IBM, Watson, and Apple has God, I forgot Apple's. Apple is always last for that kind of stuff. They got 5%. DeepSeek just came out the gate and got 5%. They got five. They shouldn't have 5% like Apple. They've been doing. Listen, IBM had Watson, just like Amazon had Alexa. IBM had Watson. I remember that, and they should have been on the top. But and they because they've been around a long time, but that's not their focus. DeepSeek, that's their focus. Here's why. Here's why Here's why this is important, right? Because it's a reason that they want to be the leader in this space. They're competing in four main areas, all of them, right? The four main areas are natural language AI, which means we can go in there and type in something or say something. That's natural language. As I'm speaking to you right now, this is considered natural language, right? So when you see NLP, natural language, that's what it means. Like natural language. You could type it, you could talk it, that's natural language. Computer vision AI is facial recognition. So I don't know about you, but whenever I open up my bank account, if my phone is not held so the camera can recognize my face, it won't open the app for me to get into to the bank account. They're competing for that. That's called vision AI, which is smart, right? Facial recognition, video AI, image recognition, all of that kind of stuff. Then you got AI for business, which I use all the time. AI for business, automation tools, cloud AI, enterprise AI solutions. There are some people out there, they focus on nothing but enterprise AI, which means that they're focused on AI for big companies who need to put AI into their business. As a matter of fact, that's such a huge space just by itself. I'm working on something right now that's enterprise level in the AI space right now because that's going to be huge, and that's going to be huge for everyday folk. So they want to be the boss there, right? AI ethics and safety. Now, this is what Microsoft said is one of these key things that they're focused on. Ensuring AI is safe, fair, and free of bias. They have been trying to get AI to be free of bias for a while because AI has been trained on the stuff that's on the computer on the internet. Then you have people that actually have tons and tons of information that they sit down every day, literally, y'all, and they train by typing in the stuff into the AI system. That's called training your AI. Like when I go in there and I go into ChatGPT and I say, listen, this is me, this is how I speak. Listen, guys, what's up, y'all? That's how I speak. So I train the AI. So, and it's crazy because every time it writes something for me, I have to tell it, don't write about self publishing because I'm a self publisher. It would throw that in the mix in the New York Minute. And I have to tell it, don't write about that. So those are the four main areas that they're focusing on: natural language AI, computer vision AI, AI for business, and AI ethics and safety. Those are the four main the spaces that they're doing. Now let's see where they are in comparison right now. And this is all on the website. I know you hear me talking about it, but trust me, after the show, give it 10 minutes and the whole thing will be on the website, on the Good Morning Gwinnett website. All right. Here's a comparison table, right? So let's look at this table. The crazy part, this is crazy. This blows my mind. So natural language, the best at the one that's best at natural language and is best is Open AI. It's a leader. Then Google DeepMind is next. Meta not so good at natural language. Amazon not so good at natural language. Remember, natural language is me talking to you. You typing something that's natural language. DeepSeek, now DeepSeek just came on the market. They're better than Amazon and Facebook in natural language processing, right? Best computer vision, right? OpenAI and Microsoft, they got some in progress. Best at it, Google DeepMind. The next best at it, Meta, Facebook. The next best at it is Amazon when it comes to e-commerce. And guess what? DeepSeek when it comes to expanding research. That's the best computer vision AI. This is a comparison chart, right? What's interesting about this chart, nobody is good in everything. That's crazy, right? Okay, best AI for business. Microsoft is leading. I just told y'all, I opened up my Microsoft Word the other day and Copilot was sitting on the right of it. I'm like, wait a minute, what is happening right now? It's built into the platform. So Microsoft is leading that. Then Google Cloud is next. Meta is less focused on that. They were like, we don't care about business AI. We don't care about that. They want the computer vision. Amazon AWS AI is very strong in that. And then DeepSeek is still developing theirs. I'm gonna do this comparison again in like 6 months to see where they are. And I gotta include Grok. I forgot about Grok. All right. Best at AI ethics and safety. Focused on safety, OpenAI, and Microsoft. Google DeepMind research heavy on safety. Meta concerns on privacy, not so much on safety. Ooh, so Meta sucks. Like Meta has one strong thing: is Meta AI. That's it. Everything else they're not that great at. Language processing not that good at. Best for business not that good at. They are the least in this group. Well, Google DeepMind, wait a minute, Google DeepMind got green checks all the way down. That is interesting. OpenAI is missing best in vision, but Google DeepMind is best all the way down. Like it has green. So I have a chart on the website, y'all, and it has like a little yellow caution thing, and then it has green check marks. Google DeepMind has check marks straight down. So best at AI ethics and safety, research heavy, Google DeepMind. Meta got one green check mark. Amazon has three. They have a strong focus on security, and DeepSeek has a strong ethical research. So this chart kind of tell you where everybody is. I really wish I would have thought about Grok, but I didn't. Didn't have a clue. Didn't even think about it. Didn't even cross my mind. Now let's talk about why. Why do these companies want to be the world leader in AI? So the AI race isn't just about who builds the best chatbot. It ain't. It ain't. Don't let them fool you. It's about who controls the mother freaking future. Yes, that's what the real. Who is going to control the future? AI is expected to be a $1 trillion industry in the next 5 years, 2030. By 2030. So this is why companies are fighting to be the number one, 1 trillion with a T, $1 trillion industry in the next 5 years. Now, I'm going to challenge y'all. You got to figure out how to get a piece of this $1 trillion pie. You got to listen. I'm working on mine, and I come here and I share this stuff with y'all because it's not just open to the big companies. You may not be in the running for the trillion, but you are definitely in the run for an eighth of a slice. I'm just saying. But you gotta be in it. You gotta, and it's when I tell y'all, some of the tools are so amazing. They are so amazing. And the crazy thing about it is all of these guys right here, if they have, I guarantee you that the Google Business Suite AI is built in. Because when I saw Copilot pop up in my Microsoft Word, I was like, wait a minute, hold up. When did this happen? And they just do it. You don't even know. I'm cool with it because I pay for it every month, so I'm fine with that. You have to figure out how to be a part of the future, and you have to figure out how to get your piece of that pie. There are so many opportunities out there right now. So AI services generate billions already. That's why by the next 5 years, it's expected to hit $1 trillion, a $1 trillion industry, right? The user data that is available, the user data. Everybody wants the data. Why? Because then they know how to sell to you. They know how to, if they understand who you are, they can sell to you. That's the data. That is important to any business, even mine. Like I have to look at my data for this show and say, okay, why did they listen to this show in Vietnam? And I literally go back and say, what episode was that? Because when I know where people are listening from, I know what they're saying. It make sense for me to put out more content like that because that's what they want. Because it shows in my stats. So that's called data. And if you're not looking at your data for your company, you're doing your company a huge disservice. I used to didn't look at my data. I did not. I'm like, I don't need to look at that. Now I do because it's important, right? Everybody wants to be the big dog. Technological leadership, whoever controls AI shapes the future of work, education, and security. Do you hear what I just said? Whoever controls the AI shapes the future of work, education, and security. They control it all. Government and military contracts. AI is used in defense. Cybersecurity is huge. As a matter of fact, we are hosting the Georgia AI Summit on May the 21st here in Atlanta Tech Park. You need to be in the room. You need to understand how to get into AI and cybersecurity. And people think when they hear cybersecurity, oh my God, this is so technical. Maybe not. AI is natural language. You hear me talking to you? This is natural language. I'm sure there's a way for you to get in. You got to get in. And it also national security. AI is everywhere. AI power automation. AI driven automation reduces cost, increases efficiency, giving companies a massive edge. Because guess what? Now their employees can be more productive. At least the one that's going to keep their jobs, because a lot of people will lose their job because they're going to be outsourced to freaking AI because AI can be more productive. They can answer more emails. They can make phone calls on your behalf. They can do cold calling. You need to understand where you sit. That's why. There is a huge influence on society. AI controls search results, social media, even political discussions. impacting billions of people on this freaking planet. That is why they all want to be number one in this space. That is why there is an AI war going on right now. That is why. Listen, to go look at the chart and to see everything I said, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com. It's all there. But I had to explain that because I know people are saying deep sea. What is deep sea? Listen, people, wake up. Wake up. We ain't got no time to be playing around. All right? All right. I'm going to go to my last song. Then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Oh, oh, oh. Woke up this morning with the fire in my soul. Yesterday's weight, yeah, I had to let it go. I've been climbing, I've been fighting through the storm. Now I see the sunshine, feel it keep me warm. Every tear, every scar made me who I am. Every no, every fall taught me how to stand. Now I'm walking with the purpose, heart open wide. Ain't no stopping me, I feel it deep inside. Everyday victory, I'm claiming what's mine. Taking every step like I'm right on time. Ain't looking back, I'm standing strong. Turn my pain into power, keep moving on. Everyday victory, I rise, I shine. Ain't no fear gon' dim my light. Oh, I know I'm free. Living in my everyday victory. Used to let the doubts try to hold me down. Now I wear my faith like a royal crown. They said I never make it, had to prove them wrong. Now they watching while I keep on moving strong. Every tear, every scar made me who I am. Every no, every fall taught me how to stand. Now I'm walking with the purpose, heart open wide. Ain't no stopping me, I feel it deep inside. Everyday victory, I'm claiming what's mine. Taking every step like I'm right on time. Ain't looking back, I'm standing strong. Turn my pain into power, keep moving on. Everyday victory, I rise, I shine. Ain't no fear gon' dim my light. Oh, I know I'm free. Living in my everyday victory. It's in the way I love, the way I live, the way I rise when I got nothing left to give. Ain't about the money, ain't about the fame. It's about the joy, yeah, the love remains. Every breath I take's a win, and I'll do it all again. Everyday victory, I'm claiming what's mine. Taking every step like I'm right on time. Ain't looking back, I'm standing strong. Turn my pain into power, keep moving on. Everyday victory, I rise, I shine. Ain't no fear gon' dim my light. Oh, I know I'm free. Living in my everyday victory. I know ain't nothing gonna break my soul. Victories in every day, and I'm gonna keep on making my way. Oh, oh.
Welcome back, welcome back. Listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. I got a simple message. I don't want you to be afraid of technology. Really, I don't. I do this show because I want you to be able to live your dreams. I want you to be able to leverage these tools, but I also want you to be educated about what all of these things mean. Yes, I get on here sometimes and I rant and rave about things because they tick me off. But at the end of the day, it's about empowering you to be the best you can be, to be the best person in your community, the best person in your family, to help your family, to empower the people so that people don't have to suffer. I think that when people suffer, they turn it and they start doing crazy stuff. You don't have to be that person. You can leverage all the stuff that you hear on my show, the good stuff. If it's trashy, if it's not really adding to the future of your family and the security and the stability of your family, like really, like truly. I'm not talking about crazy stuff. If it's not adding to what you're trying to do, a higher education for your kids, food on the table for your family, a house, transportation, if it does not add to that, trash it. If it does not add to that, don't support it. But in order for you to know whether or not it's adding to your life, you have to understand what it means. You have to understand what this stuff means so you can make informed decisions that will benefit you, your family, and your community. That's all I got for you. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 40 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you miss any episodes of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. And also be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Good Morning Gwinnett. I'll be back on Monday because today is my Friday to bring you another great episode about AI and business. So be sure to subscribe so you never miss one. Until next time, my friends, you guys have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Gwinnett, where we bring AI innovation to the heart of your local business. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to support the show for only $5.99 a month. Just click the support link in the show notes. Your contribution helps keep this show running and your business growing. Missed an episode or want to catch up on local news? Visit us anytime at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, stay innovative on your grind.